Hey guys, this is my fourth design log video, and today we're going to go over some updates that I've made over the past couple months. Starting with, as you can see here, I created a website. I kind of realized that to release a game I'm going to have to start marketing it, and I figured a website is probably a good home base for this. So that's kind of what I jumped on this time. Talked to one of my friends who's into web design and all that, and he recommended that I check out SiteGround, and they had this package where I could get the hosting through SiteGround and still get the WordPress package. And WordPress is kind of the engine that I'm most familiar with for web design. That's the route that I took. So far I haven't done a huge amount with it. As you can see here, I've got a new logo too, actually. So that's really exciting. Basically, for the website, I kind of just put the logo on and created a few pages. I have a game page, but it's not quite working right yet. But I should have that done here soon. The website's also currently optimized for mobile too. So even if you look us up on mobile, it should look all right. It should look pretty good there too. And I'll be updating this more as time goes on here too. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, as you guys know, I've been looking at getting some help developing this, and one of the ways that I've found to do that was through a site called Upwork. Upwork is actually kind of just this really cool site where you basically, as a client, create a job posting, and then people will apply for it, and then you can go over some of their previous work, even IM them if you want to talk to them personally, and then just kind of negotiate who's the best fit for the contract that you're trying to fulfill.
I ran into Arthur, a developer, and Eugene, a 3D artist, and they both have a lot of experience building similar games. They've done some fantastic work so far on Endless Light, and they've really put their hearts into this project. I really couldn't have gotten this far without them.
But before we get into the stuff that my developer's done, let's check out where I started with this game. As you can see here, there's a lot of simple UI. Most of the widgets and so forth I actually borrowed from another project, from a tutorial. You guys might have seen it before. But also, I mean, it's first iteration, and none of it is actually the stuff that's going to be used in game. Now, one of the big features that we've kept is the use of 2 lanes instead of 3. And the big reason why I chose to do that was because I've kind of wanted to go for a really simple, relaxed feel for an endless runner, because I kind of felt like that'd be a little more unique-ish. And so I thought 2 lanes would kind of just cut the simplicity down quite a bit. And I haven't seen them. Also, I created the game in Unreal, and the main reason that I chose the Unreal engine is because early on I actually met with a developer for a local game company that's pretty big, and he shared that their company had just picked up this engine because of the power that it has and how much it can do, and that they wouldn't have to build an engine with this kind of power, which is what usually you'd have to do. Anyway, I decided to follow suit on that and pick up the engine for myself and start teaching myself Unreal. And since then I've been pretty impressed with it. It's been a pretty simple engine to learn, and I've been able to do quite a bit with it, I think. But anyway, this is what I sent my developers, and now I'll show you guys what they've done with it. Now, one cool thing that I found on a side note is that I actually, since we designed the game to be released on Google Play, we can actually use BlueStacks for it, and that's how I've been running this game actually. That's how I've been testing it personally, because I don't own an Android phone. So this is how I've been testing it. So here, we'll crack this open. And as you can see, it's got kind of a bunch of the stock UI assets, which of course are going to be changing. Those aren't by any means what we're going to stick with. Now first, let's check out the leaderboard. We got that going. Now this isn't exactly how it's going to look at the final product, but it is functional, and it does record your playthroughs and your scores. We've made sure that functionality is in so that Google Play can record it, and then it can also give your high score to other people, and other people your high score, so you can kind of measure where you're at and, you know, compete for the highest score. So now we'll get back into the gameplay. Now, as you can see, there's a much different feel, but this is the game feel that I was going for in the beginning. Again, there's still the 2 lanes, which I wanted that way. I think it's quite simple. Another highlight of the game that I've been really happy with so far is the art style here. Skybox, I think, is just gorgeous in this. And the sun asset here isn't that bad either, but we're still going to be tweaking it just to make it even more appealing than it is. Right now we have a couple different obstacles. One of them is their stationary obstacle, and the other one is a mobile obstacle. And we've also got this pickup here. It's a test pickup. Eventually it's going to be energy that you can use to power up your character and also act as the in-game currency too. As you can see here, it's actually keeping score with the coins. So the high score is based off of the coins and not off of the distance traveled, but the final score is going to be a combination of both. But to add a little bit of variation and I guess strategy to the game, you can also increase your score by picking up a lot of coins, so that's kind of cool. Thanks for staying with me through the end of the video. Check out my Discord channel in the link below for more updates. If you've got any questions, comments, or suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks again and have an awesome day, guys.